As I was telling you, the people of Celtic ancestry, English, Irish, Scottish, no, no, they don't take a liking to us. They don't trust us very much. They don't trust us very much. The women will come towards you, but you have to have a large penis, humongous, they call well endowed, and you got to be built like a horse, like a thug, and be sort of thuggish. Sometimes they like you to be brutish, and then they can succumb to that. Otherwise, the Celtic woman usually rides on top. She's usually dominant. They're a matriarchal culture, a woman-down-headed culture, as visaged and embodied in the Queen monarchy, the queenship in England. Yeah. God save the Queen. Yeah, they're very matriarchal structure, even in their family households. Our brothers and sisters of Celtic ancestry are matriarchal. They're not patriarchal. We tend to be in our genes, but we're patriarchal. We want male structure. But the thing is, most of our male structure is dysfunctional or broken. It's messed up. Like you have children. Boys should be raised by men and uncles, fathers and uncles. Girls should be raised by aunties and mothers and aunties, with an occasion mingling here and there, with both, and the children seeing both men and women going places together. The uncles and aunties and mother and father going together. But generally, men should be raised by other men, exposed to other things by other men, and women should be raised by other women and exposed to things by older women, saying, don't watch out because those type of guys are looking to get in your pants, and take things from you. And if they put in your pants, then next thing you know, your stomach is going to grow big and you're not ready for your stomach growing big at your age, things like that. They have to warn each other. Men are not equipped to do that properly. Men may do it as fathers, as single fathers, but what they would do, they will threaten other men. Don't come near my daughter. I'm going to break your legs, But he won't be able to explain to the daughter, look, I don't want you going out. I don't want you getting pregnant. This and that. The daughter won't understand it like if a woman warns her about being pregnant. So my sister, from my father's latest and last relationship, is about to give birth any day now, and I don't even have the means to be over there for that. And then I was told by the SBIA, come back on Sunday. We'll all be around on Sunday. So that would be more humiliation for something where they were going to make a check to the school and not to me. So that means I'll never see the check. So why is it that they cannot send a check to the school without me having to come back to San Jose? I mean, and I said, well, can I call? No, you have to come back down. I mean, oh, God. Oh, man. And one of the worst parts is I have to call Hajj Salim, and tell him the money he sent is going to naught. It's not because I have it, but what my brother and my cousin, especially the cousin that doesn't like me, the staunch charismatic Christian, what they did behind my back. I have to tell him this, man, about the money in this. It's actually his right upon me to be informed of my affairs, man. What's going on concerning his money, man. It's very disgusting what they did. Very disgusting. This is why the government had impetus and energy, because they know that my family felt like this. They had all that, and they were saying, well, he's easy pickings. Adam Jabril, this is my name. He's easy pickings because his own family structure has discarded him. They don't want him. And the strongest of the family structure is the Masendin. That's his father's side of the family. So now they have done a final blow to conclusively write themselves off from him by disavowing him even access to his father's funeral. Disavowing him from that. And then the Muslim community, in the diffuse sense, helped as well with complicity. And would not help. Because there was a Muslim brother I met here at the airport. That same brother told me to call him if you need anything. We have a community in Fremont. That community in Fremont is a Sufi mystic community. That's a Sufi mystic community in Fremont. Those are Sufi mystics. Those people are scared of Afro-American converts and the potential of our Islam, of any light, or that we may shine, or we may outshine them spiritually. They're very afraid of that, man. Those people. So I had told her, but look, my father died, and I just need the ticket. And this was like in the weekend. It was like the weekend, last weekend I called them when it happened. As soon as I heard it happen, nobody would pick up the phone. I think, yeah, I did because I had called them once before my father died, and then that night I found out, and then I called them back. Told him my father passed away. Forget about everything else I said. I just need a ticket. Could never reach the brother again. Never picked up the phone again. That's his cell phone, which is a New York 917 number. Never picked it up again. Deep, man. So there may have been dangers with me trying to get on the aircraft. As of tonight, May the 10th, 2013, I don't know what kind of designation right now as I speak I have over my head. It may have been a problem, Aki, and it may have been a safeguard from the divine energy, the divine creator, down through the heavens. It may have been a safeguard not to let me fly yet until money is made to sort this out, which could be a very long time. It could be a very long time to come out. A very long time to come. Unless I get on the ball and do something myself concerning employment. A very long time, man, to come. But what I'm trying to do is, without involving myself in usury, interest, riba, is to get into owner-operatorship. I keep talking about that. What they call owner-driver in Australia or New Zealand. Owner-driver, independent contractor. So that way I can begin to pay off for my vacations that I need to do the things that I promised to other sisters, so I can nikah, so I can menikah, get my teeth straightened out, my dental condition straightened out, and other things as well. It's very important. Very important to do this, Aki. Very, very important to get this done. So alhamdulillah, this talking to you has helped. It's sort of a venting. In a way, rather than going and hitting the walls, why you leave me? Why you leave me? Why you leave me? Things like that, and going through all of that nonsense. As a historical record of who I am and what I've been trying to do. Because otherwise people will say, oh, you're a liar. You liar. You didn't do it, and you didn't do nothing. Yeah, and so, in other words, there's an inherent doubt of people with my type of appearance. There's an inherent doubt that you probably didn't do anything. People are ready to believe that you did the least, or you didn't try, or you don't care. They're ready to believe that when you say something like that, unless they see it for themselves. A horrible, horrible world, man. This world is run on. But anyway, there's always hope, because just like darkness, there's always light. You're seeing me now because of light. You are actually viewing me with your eyes because of light entering your eyes. So I would say thank God, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah for the light. Thank God for the light. Alhamdulillah.